Hey guys, Planet Gaming here, and how are you guys doing in this epidemic that is spreading? I hope you are staying home, staying safe. The situation is getting really, really bad here, and across the world, the cases are rising like crazy. And I hope you are taking care of yourself and others around you. And let's look at some Voyager Cup battles right now. And I'm playing with Raghav. Raghav has been doing really good in PvP. He's winning a lot of Chandigarh tournaments. He swept a complete tournament, like he didn't lose a single battle in that tournament. So it's really good to practice against him. So this early Voyager Cup battles against him. His team contains Venusaur, Azumarill, Registeel, Toxicroak, Marowak, and Alolan Raichu. And my team contains Hypno, Azumarill, Altaria, Toxicroak, Marowak, and Shiftry. So here is the first game. So I got a bad matchup, and I decided to stay in a bit to charge my moves. And then after charging my moves, I will get out of there and bring in my Alolan Marowak. Now, Alolan Marowak is good against Raichu. We can use both Shadow Ball to completely destroy the Raichu or use the Bone Club, which is again super effective against him. So I decided to take this move and also, our teams for this Voyager Cup are temporary. We will make a lot of changes. Maybe we will not. Maybe we will decide on these teams. But so a really smart switch by Raghav there, and he took his Alolan Raichu out of there, and he brings in his Azumarill, which completely negates my attack, and I have to take his water guns, which is brutal for my Alolan Marowak. But I decided to take a shadow. I decided to throw a Shadow Ball. Now Shadow Ball is really good move. Either it will do a lot of damage to the Azumarill, or it will take his shield away. So he decided to just tank it. So that took a lot of health away. That is a positive outcome of me for a negative matchup. So Alolan Marowak, Alolan Pokemon in this tournament are really good, and like he's using Alolan Raichu as well. So Alolan Pokemon in general really really good. So now it's Azumarill versus Azumarill. Now I'm not sure what say he's gonna throw at me. Maybe he's baiting me with an Ice Beam, but he is not. So I just decide to tank it, which hurts me a lot. But now we are not in a bad position at all. We are both at single shield, and now I decide to take it as well. I was like, maybe this time he is faking it. But anyways, in any case, Azumarill versus Azumarill is an okay matchup, and it goes on for so long. Either move you hit them with, Azumarills are just so tanky, they will just keep fighting forever. And finally, my Azumarill goes down, and I bring out my Shiftry. No, I bring out my Altaria. So Altaria needs to tank this because Altaria needs to shield this because, of course, Ice Beam. Now we are double vulnerable to Ice Beam because of the our dragon and flying typing. But I'm surprised here that he didn't stay in for another Ice Beam and instead brought an Alolan Raichu, which totally hurt him and just got his Alolan Raichu destroyed. And now also my Sky attack is powered up and he has no shield. So that was such a bad switch. Now he can't throw that Ice Beam and destroy his Pokemon one after another. And Meganium has no move that can do anything to the Altaria. Earthquake is not gonna hurt us. So really bad switch over there. And by that time, Azumarill will hit me with an Ice Beam. I will recharge my Sky attack again. So his Meganium goes down, and now I have a Sky attack ready. And I just throw it at the Azumarill, and bam, Azumarill is gone. So really bad switch there. He could have won that match, but he did not. Now, let me tell you something about the Hypno. Hypno is gonna be crazily added to a lot of teams. I am considering Hypno as well. Now, I don't play Hypno in these matchups because I am not sure about the moves that I'm gonna give to Hypno. My Hypno currently has Fire Punch and Ice Punch. Now, Fire Punch has limited use. It has its use, but in this cup, I am seeing that Ice Punch is doing good job. Ice Punch for the flyers like Altaria, and also for the grass types. So grass types are extremely common. Every team, I'll say 99% of the teams have a grass type. So we need that Ice Punch But the most common moveset for Hypno that is seen right now seems to be Thunder Punch and Shadow Ball. Now, Thunder Punch and Ice Punch, I can debate between those two and decide which is more useful for me. But Shadow Ball seems really critical for Hypno. Like you can just throw it at anyone, and if you counter someone with a ghost type move, that is super good. But if you don't, still Shadow Ball is such a strong move that like I did with Alolan Marowak to Azumarill, we are in a bad matchup, but we still do so much damage to them. So here is another matchup we can see. If we use a Dark type move, we will completely destroy them, but Leaf Blade is still good enough. I'm not sure how much damage Leaf Blade does to Alolan Raichu, but he decides to shield them. Alolan Raichu doesn't has enough tanking capacity, so any move hurts it. And I just throw Leaf Blade after Leaf Blade, and I finally land a Leaf Blade. So the Alolan Raichu is at so low health, we cannot judge how much Leaf Blade does the damage. But in a tournament setting, I will probably throw the Dark type move because of the psychic typing of the Alolan Raichu. So we again reach our Leaf Blade. That's like fourth Leaf Blade, and that's the beauty of Shiftry. Imagine getting Pokemon that are countered by Shiftry, like Azumarill or any other water types. The Mud Boys, Wishcash, or Swampert, they will be completely destroyed. And Mud Boys will not be that common, but will be fairly seen. Like there will be a Mud Boy in around 50% of the teams. That's what it seems like. So Shiftry with its Leaf Blade spam will be super good. And you can consider other grass types. The thing is, I actually do not have a Meganium or Venusaur. So I do not have a good Meganium of Venusaur with Community Day move or with good IVs that I can maybe TM later. So I don't have an option. So I will have to play with Shiftry. But Shiftry is so good because Alolan Marowak is also common. People will bring Alolan Marowak against Shiftry, but Shiftry with his both fast and charge moves with Dark type can destroy Alolan Marowak. So this doesn't seem likely, but Alolan Marowak is actually destroyed by Shiftry. Shiftry is actually a good matchup against Alolan Marowak because of its dark typing, and Alolan Marowak taking super effective damage because of that. So here we are stuck again in a Azumarill versus Azumarill matchup, and the game is going good for me again. And I'm not using Hypno because I do not have the ideal move set that I want for Hypno. So I don't use Hypno in matchups, and I got an Ice Beam. Luckily, I was able to use the Ice Beam, and I was able to see the Meganium, and he did not use the Ice Beam on his Azumarill or land play rough on Meganium to just divert all that damage. So I quickly switched to Alolan Marowak by the time he was able to throw a play rough, and the play rough is taken by Alolan Marowak, and I quickly switched that, and I don't think I needed to. I could still have won that match, but still I just switched to Alolan Marowak, and bam, I can throw literally anything or nothing, and Azumarill is down. So second match won, good games, good games. These were early practice games for Voyager Cup, and I think I will play a lot of more Voyager Cup battles with a lot of people, and I will bring them to you. I have so many people in my circle now, like Alta is one of the best Indian players. Shinu is one of the best Indian players, and I can play with them with Voyager Cup rules and show those videos to you. I almost decide to use Hypno, but I'm not sure about the move set. I think the move set will make me lose the match. Now, the reason I bring Toxicroak in this because I am worried about his Registeel. He can bring Registeel anytime, and Registeel will really destroy my teams, and I don't want to do that. So I play safe here, and I was lucky enough to not face a Registeel in the two games, so I decided to bring a Toxicroak. But he still does not bring Registeel in this matchup. So it's fine. And the sky attack animation has been slowed down, and you can now land excellent more easily than before. The bubbles shift up and down a lot, and I quickly switched to Azumarill to catch his Ice Beam. So that's really nice. You need to like waste their energy and save your shield. So that was such a good switch for me. That saved my shield. My Altaria has power now. That Altaria can hit a sky attack, and his all energy he saved up by farming Altaria just went to waste. So that was a good switch. We need to have good switch to win games. Now I have two shields, but do I decide to shield this one? Now that now this is really bad. Like I can switch like this because my internet was working fine, but there are so many network problems here in India, or maybe in these times when everyone is home and accessing their internet connection. So there are so many issues with the internet that I cannot do this. I'm like I just stay in the game and just use my shields. Like if I'm in a tournament and I'm not having good internet connection. I'm facing a lot of trouble with the internet connection. Then in that matchup with Azumarill versus Altaria, I will just stay in the game and just use the shield because I will keep tapping for switch and I will not get switch and I will land Ice Beam on my Altaria. So it's so sad that I'm not able to play to my potential, and so many players are not able to play to their potential because of so many network issues right now in India, in the game, in specific areas, or whatever reason. So many people are not able to play to their potential, but these games I'm able to play like 99% smoothly. It still shows me weak connection, but it is working fine. So finally another Ice Beam comes and I can land a sky tag before that Ice Beam lands. So again, these are early Voyager Cup battles, and there are some other Pokemons to consider. For example, I can consider three Pokemon specifically. Scrafty. If I put in Scrafty in my team, I will put Toxicroak out. And by putting Toxicroak out, I think this was a bad switch. If I stayed with Altaria, Azumarill won't be able to farm me and would have gone down and fainted. But I brought in my Azumarill, which was really, really a bad decision. I was like, maybe he can reach an Ice Beam, but I don't know. Maybe he will reach an Ice Beam. I think he will not, but maybe he will. And I think it got me enough power to get to a sky attack, that switch, but unfortunately I'm not able to land that sky attack. So coming back to the Voyager Cup teams, I'm considering three Pokemon like Scrafty. If I put in Scrafty, Toxicroak goes out and all my setting gets disorientated and my whole team will change if I do that. Okay, another options. Bastiodon and Skarmory. Bringing in Skarmory will take out Azumarill. Azumarill is so important Pokemon for Altaria, and even when grass types encounter you, you can throw a Ice Beam at them. And Azumarill versus Azumarill matchup. So Skarmory will take Azumarill out, and Bastiodon will take Toxicroak out. If I put in Bastiodon, I can put in Scrafty. So I'm considering a lot of changes. Maybe I can play one Voyager Cup with this team and then consider changing my team or anything. So that's it. These are three games, and I was able to win them with this team, but I will have to consider a lot of things before I go into a Voyager Cup. And whatever next Chandigarh Voyager Cup comes up, I'll see. And Hypno. Hypno is such a good Pokemon, but I need to see what exact moveset I should give to it. Shadow Ball seems like a like a core move to it, but I can consider not giving Shadow Ball, maybe Thunder Punch and Fire Punch, or Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. So let's see how the games go and how everything goes up and what Voyager Cup teams people are making. So I'll make my team according to that, and I will bring you more Voyager Cup battles and maybe the next cup. So hopefully, and very soon we will be participating in a Voyager Cup, and let's see what how it goes. And hopefully you are taking care of yourself and stay home, stay safe. I will see you in the next video.